So, what I'm going to do first up is give an update on where we are in terms of the monitoring and surveillance in respect to UG99. First, start off why we're all here. Wheat. It's such an important crop. The world's most widely grown crop. 200 plus million hectares. 600 plus million tons production a year. And for consumption, you look at the Siwana region, countries there, wheat's contributing more than 30% of the daily calorie intake. It's just so important. So obviously any threat to such an important crop, it's of huge importance. UG99, just to refresh you on the story, I mean, you know this already. 98 in Williams Wagori's nursery, Uganda, very heavy stem rust infections, strange results. 1999, confirmation and identification of UG99, loss of key resistance genes like SR31, SR38, and a whole suite of other stem rust resistance genes. 2005, Dr. Borlaug convening an expert panel, putting out the report, sounding the alarm on global stem rust, and the subsequent formation of the Global Rust Initiative, and which then became the Borlaug Global Rust Initiative. 2005, when this issue came to the world stage, the questions were then asked, well, what do we know in terms of susceptibility? Where might the pathogen move next? How quickly might it move? And it became very apparent, and it was a key recommendation from the expert panel, that we need effective monitoring and surveillance systems in place. In terms of what we're seeing, I mean, we're seeing an encouraging trend in this all beginning to come together in terms of the expansion of the surveillance network. You see the red bars there, the number of countries that are contributing information to the system. A couple of countries in 2007, we were now up to last year 20 countries, and the target would be to push that forward further, hopefully to get it up to something like 30 countries in the next couple of years. You see from the maps on the bottom the sort of geographical coverage that we're getting, and we're now beginning to get much better knowledge in terms of disease incidence severity on the ground across a very wide area. Also importantly, we're beginning to get multi-year data from very standardized surveys, so that's giving the opportunity to pick up potential changes that are happening out there in the field. As an overview in terms of timelines and movements for detections of UG99 or the variants, you can see there's been the spread both in a northerly direction, but also more recently now southerly direction as well. So moved as far as Iran, first confirmation there in 2007, then subsequent confirmation 2009. And also 2010, repeat confirmation of UG99 presence. Down in South Africa, 2009, we saw the appearance of SR24 variants in South Africa. The dotted arrows that you're seeing there, that's some indication from wind movements in terms of possibilities for future movements. So certainly disease establishment in Iran, you see the potential movement into Central Asia, towards South Asia. Southern Africa, if you look at the historical literature, evidence there of very rare events across to Australia, and also possibilities moving across to South America as well.